What is going on, everyone? Welcome to the video. This is a little bit different than the other videos that I did because it's actually a commentary for my first 2 days of workout. I decided to take a different spin with this video and actually show you the baby weights that I'm using and I'm training with at this moment, just as a reminder from where someone actually could start after years of training, and which is kind of embarrassing, but at the same time I like to be as transparent as possible and actually show you where I start. And starting with, I'm doing squats for 10 reps with 42.5 kilos, and I do it for 4 sets with 60% of the actual weight that I'm be using later this week during day 3. And then I do about 2 to 3 sets of deadlifts, and I'm doing 80 kilos here for about 10 reps. And even though I felt I could do a lot more than those 10 reps that I did here, my brain gave up before my body gave up. I mean, my CNS felt kind of fried after 10 reps with this weight, because I bumped my weight with about 5 kg since last week because I felt I could lift it and I could feel it better. So I just gave it a try and did. The goal was to hit 6 reps and I got 10. So I'm happy with this, and that means there was progress. And as I said, I want to take a different spin with this video and show you how am I training, where am I starting, and what's my training like. So I'm showing you only one set of each exercise from each workout, one of the main movements that I do, because I don't want to bore you with the other stuff that's irrelevant. After squats and deadlifts, I move on to incline bench press, and I do 57.5 kilos for 8 reps, and that's my top set. And I'm actually benching more than I'm squatting, like way more than I'm squatting at this point. I mean, for this workout, I'm going with like 15 kilos more. And finally, I did some tricep extensions and some calf raises, and that was it for this workout. I'll catch you on the next workout for day 2 of this week, where I'll show you the next movements that I do. Alright everyone, welcome to day 2 of the workout, and this workout consists of chin-ups, as you can see here, overhead press, some rows, and lateral raises. Here I'm doing about 7 reps for chin-ups, and I progressively got lower reps on each set, but not as low as like 5. Since those chin-ups were really taxing on me, you will see in the next movement that I quite failed my overhead press goal of 8 reps with 42.5 kilos. Yeah, I know that's pressing more than my actual squat on the first day, or pretty similar to the squat that I did on the first day, but it is what it is. I know my strength is the pushing movement, so I cannot do anything about it, but be happy with the progress that I made here on overhead press. Now, I do this for about 3 sets, and I drop the weight with about 10% on each set. And on this last rep, the self-doubt really kicked in, and I failed even though it looked quite smooth. Next, I'm moving on to some rows, and the goal here is to accumulate volume and develop the mind-to-muscle connection with my rowing movement and with my upper back and my back muscles, because I have a big like misconnection with my back, I could say. I don't really feel many of the back exercise, or in the past I didn't feel the back exercise as much, so I'm focusing here on squeezing as much as possible and feel every single muscle working in my back, and hopefully it will translate onto my chin-ups and any other back movements, because for whatever reason my chin-ups either suffer from my workouts or they are really taxing for me, because I could do about 10, and since I started going to the gym, I dropped to about 7 again, and I have no idea why. So I'm trying to retract my scapula and mobilize my shoulders as much as possible. Hopefully it will translate into more strength. And for the next movement that's going to come up like right now, I'm doing some lateral raises, which is nothing fancy, just some pure lateral raises for, you know, the side L's, for that big rounded look of the shoulders. Here I'm doing them on a cable because there is a lot more tension on each and every rep, because the cable is pulling the shoulder muscles on each rep, and there's no like dead spot like it is with the dumbbells when you can have them like really close near your body. Here you have constant tension, and it could improve the overall performance of this movement and the gains that you get from this. The row and the lateral raise on day 4, which you will see, are changing, and I'm doing a different type of row and a different type of lateral raise just to bring some more variation into the workout. But that's it for this workout. And next, day 3 is going to be loaded with squats, bench, and some tricep extensions. Day 3, which is gonna call for squats. As you can see on the screen, I had to do 4 sets of squats with an RPT of 8. To goal of 8, I had to do 8 reps with 55 kgs for the first set, and then I dropped the weight with about 10% and performed more reps with the weight. I did not film anything besides the first set because I don't want the video to be too long. One thing that I don't like, as you will see like really soon, is that my knees start to cave in a bit, and I'm actually contemplating of lowering the weight and keeping the form like buttery smooth, because I want everything to be engaged and I want to feel everything as best as possible. So I don't like when things break down. It means that it's probably a bit too heavy, even though it's embarrassing to look at it this way. I would be really curious if someone would bench more than they squat. And paired with squats, I did some incline bench press for as many sets as possible until I hit a RPE 9. And here I have 52.5 kilos on the bar, which is 2.5 kilos less than the squats. So it's quite interesting to see this thing, keeping in mind that Tuesday I did 55 for 8. So yeah, things are going well with squats. And then I hop on some bodyweight tricep extensions. I really like those from my calisthenics training. I feel my triceps like burning so hard from this exercise, and it gives me an awesome stretch in the tricep. And it also has some carryover to the dips and to the bench press, so I really like it as opposed to the regular machine movements or any other kind of like tricep movement. So yeah, I did this for about 10 reps, and then for something really uninteresting, I did some calves. And for calves, I do 5 sets, but I'm doing them like straight one after the other, and then I just drop the weight each and every set. And that's pretty much it. This is the workout for day 3. I'm gonna speed up the calf exercise because it's really boring. So I'll see you on day 4. Welcome to day 4 of this like weekly long workout update. This is the last day. We're gonna do rows, pull-ups or chin-ups, and overhead press, and maybe some lateral raises too. Just like Tuesday's workout is very similar to that, but this time I'm not gonna try to do weighted pull-ups or to achieve the weighted pull-ups, but do just bodyweight chin-ups for as many reps as possible. I'll overlay some footage on the screen, and then we get to talk more about that when the footage is on. But now, let's go to the gym. Alright, so we are in the gym and I'm starting the workout with the chin-ups. I achieved about 8 reps on the first set, and then I progressively went down to 7, 6, and 5. Did 4 sets of these, and that was pretty much it. I'm trying to keep myself as tight as possible, as you can see, and not have a banana back or I don't know, just break the form down. This is one thing that I learned from training with my own body weight, training with calisthenics, to keep everything tight and engaged. And then the next movement pattern that I do is the overhead press, but this time I just do straight sets for about at least 10 reps. I got 11 reps on the first set, and then I kept everything the same and went for the same rep range. It is nothing fancy here. I just get some more volume in to make those shoulder grow. I hope you like this kind of commentary on the video. I'm trying to share a bit of my workout with you. Maybe a bit too much in one video, like trying to fit the entire week in one video, but I really hope you enjoy it. The next thing that I'm doing is a bodyweight row, because I really like the way that it feels on my back, and since my goal is to feel my back as much as possible and squeeze as much as possible, I'm trying to use lower progressions just to feel everything working. And you'll see in the video that I'm switching grips, I'm switching the angles that I'm hitting my back, so I can just get a better idea of how it should feel or how I should engage everything in order to get as much as possible in the future, or to squeeze as much as possible from this movement in the future. It is a movement that I did in order to progress to my pull-ups and chin-ups before, so it's really awesome if you would like to incorporate it in your training as opposed to the seated row or any other kind of row. And lastly, we finish off with lateral raises, as always, 2 times per week. This is like the only accessory I could say that I do besides the tricep extensions, but that's an addition for the pushing movement. And I do about 3 sets, 2 to 3 sets with, I think that's 6 kg here, but for about 12, 15 reps, whatever. This is just to give myself some room to play with an exercise that I like. So that's it for the workout. That's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. This was the update for my week 4. And I'll see if next week I split the workouts in 2 days and then do a commentary for 2 days, or if I go on and do the same thing. All in all, that's it for the workout. I hope you enjoyed it. Take care. Have a wonderful day. Peace.